Another day, another video that I have no plan for. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Oh, God. Am I running out of things to talk about? I hope not. I hope I'm not. Let me scratch my brain really quick. You know what? All right. Let's talk about the differences between Donald Trump and Stuart Little. I don't know why, but I was thinking about it as I got out of the shower earlier, and here's a fun one. The first major similarity between Donald Trump and Stuart Little is that they're both shorter in person. Bet you didn't think that was the case, but it is. Stuart Little, a mouse, very short. And when he's on TV, you know, he looks kind of taller. They do that. They make Stuart Little look a little bit taller just so that, you know, it can make a little bit more sense why humans would take him seriously. And believe it or not, they actually do the same thing with our president. So that's fun. And, you know, mind you, I don't know too much about Stuart Little. Almost nothing, actually, other than the fact that he's a mouse. And I guess he can talk? Can Stuart Little talk? Let's look it up. Let's look it up really quick. Can Stuart Little talk? What do you think? Yes! He can talk in the film adaptations. I don't know if he can talk in the not film adaptations, but there's another similarity. Donald Trump and Stuart Little can both talk. Ha! Bet you didn't see that one coming, but it's the truth, and that's what I'm here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks. I'm here to talk about the truth, you know, because that's one thing the denizens of the internet deserve unobstructed. You people deserve the unobstructed and unmitigated truth all the time, every minute of every day, and I'm doing my best to make sure that you get it. You're welcome. Don't thank me. Okay. What else? More similarities. They both have hair. I think Donald Trump has hair. Is that his real hair? Are we sure? Are we sure that's his real hair? Huh? Huh? Are we? Are we sure? Are we sure that that's Donald Trump's actual hair? I'm not so sure. I don't know. I mean, you know, you have to admit, it looks like a pretty bad, unconvincing comb over a bunch of the time. And, yeah, but I guess, you know, and here's one of our first major differences. Stuart Little got way more drip. Got way more drip than our commander-in-chief, who, on any given day, either, like, you know, looks like a boulder in a golf t-shirt, or, you know, I don't like how his suits fit him. Hi, miss. Do you want to sit? Do you want to sit? Yay! My kitties. Oh, you could probably see her tail. You could probably see her tail. She, I don't think she's a big fan when I talk very loud. So we're going to try to talk a little bit quieter. We're going to talk a little bit quieter for you, Miss Riz. Just to be polite. Oh no. Oh no. Are you thinking about going on the counter, miss? Miss, you know you're not allowed on the counter. You know you can't do that. You know you can't go up there. Oh. She's about to walk down. Whoa. Hitting me. Ow. Whoa. Oh, sorry, Rez. I mean, you know, I didn't do anything. I just went like this, and I think she got bothered by the fact that I was moving it all. Our cat does a fun little thing where if we're all sitting together like a cute little family, and then one of us laughs, she, like, sprints away. She hates the thought of human happiness, which is another big difference between Donald Trump and Stuart Little. Stuart Little wants you to be happy and he wants you to enjoy the stories that he's involved in, and he wants you to learn valuable humanitarian lessons, I assume. Donald Trump very much does not care. Donald Trump doesn't care if you're happy. In fact, a lot of what Donald Trump does is seemingly to make everybody, except himself and his little band of cronies, increasingly more and more unhappy. So that's another big difference between them. Stuart Little cares about you, while Donald Trump is just looking to abuse your trust and your hope and your faith in humanity, which is something Stuart Little would never do. Okay, let's think. What are some more differences between Donald Trump and Stuart Little? Oh, Donald Trump is a senile, old, crotchety man, and Stuart Little is a spry young mouse with pep in his step, and you can tell that he's a really cool guy. Oh, here's a fun one. Stuart Little has not been involved in any pedophile rings. Take that one to the bank, leave it there, and then send it to your mother. Because you could if you wanted to. It's true, it's a real fact. Stuart Little has never been caught on camera with his arm around a 13-year-old or in a hot tub with a very young lady. Barely legal if you're Megyn Kelly, which, by the way, ew, Megyn Kelly. You know what, Megyn Kelly? You don't share with us. Oh, look, I know this happened months ago. Megyn Kelly went on live TV or wherever she, uploads from, and she said Donald Trump is, interested in some barely legal 15-year-olds. Those are not barely legal people! By federal standards, I'm pretty sure. But which actually brings me to a very touchy subject of, I'm pretty sure there are states where consent laws are very bad. And I think that across the board, you shouldn't even think about anybody until they're 18. At least. And honestly, even if they are 18, if you're like a 45-year-old, talk to someone your own age, you creep. You creep. Look, I am 26, okay? Anytime I have conversations, I'd say with anybody that's 4 years or younger than me, I can't even stomach it half the time. These people don't have the life experience, right? None of them know what's going on. They're all painfully naive. I don't know. I've never really understood anyone who wants to date anyone who's wildly out of proportionate age. Just what are you, a creep? Are you a creepy guy? Is that it? You hope for something deeper, I guess. Which is a big difference between Donald Trump and Stuart Little. Stuart Little offers a deeper connection, a deeper thematic understanding of the world around you. Meanwhile, Donald Trump embraces a kind of cynical, needless sort of greed and a combustible temper that really just isn't, you hope that there's more substance for some reason. There are a lot of people, I think, who want to attribute his actions to some unseeable nobleness that lies deep within his heart that, quite frankly, just isn't there, right? Here's the problem. Stuart Little has the heart of a lion in the body of a mouse. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has the brain of a rodent in the body of a senile, brain-addled boomer. And he's just awful. He's just awful. And I guess I just wanted to make this video where I compared Donald Trump and Stuart Little just to show you guys that you could be a fictional cartoon mouse, right, and still be a better person than the current acting American president. We should all be very disappointed, and I support Stuart Little for president in 2028. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Subscribe and like the channel, please. Please!